has Nike SB completely fallen off, or is there still hype around the brand?
People are second-guessing Fear of God's relationship with Adidas, and we'll also be taking an exclusive first look at their newest sneaker, the 2 Basketball.
All that and more on today's episode of the Beyond Kicks podcast.
Busy week.
Yes, it is.
Just one of those, man. We even right after this, we have something to do right after this too. So
the unofficial first Beyond Kicks podcast promotion for a company, unofficial, but kind of we'll include it as a official. But yeah, kind of cool. So
to me,
stay tuned for that. It'll be coming out in like a month. I think they post it. So
yeah, dude, I'm super excited about that. I was talking to Anna last night.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess this is kind of our first Beyond Kicks brand deal. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
In a sense.
Yeah. I mean, they referenced the podcast, so
they did.
Why not?
And we're both at the same time. So
exactly, dude. It's gonna be freaking cool, man. But
yeah, add that to the docket. And then tonight I'm going to do a podcast for a local golf podcast that's filming it in my city at a store. So that'll be at 8:00. We're filming that. So 3 different podcast style recordings today, plus batch editing and filming a bunch of stuff. I'm actually heading to Vegas tomorrow morning. So good old Nevada. I'm going down there for a golf tournament for a couple of days in Laughlin, so a little south. We got a fun little BMW rental car, so I'm pretty excited about that. Cool. I guess I'm not really going with my wife this time around, but
fair.
Yeah, it's my dad. I'll be going with my dad, so I'm excited to just have some dad-son time. It was just his birthday yesterday, so it's kind of fun. I mean, once you move out of the house, it's like, I mean, you're past this, but like once you move out of the house and go to college, you kind of don't really see your parents all that often. And I don't know, now that I'm growing up, I have a better relationship with them. So it'll be exciting to just have a weekend with the pops. So that'll be fun. And then Saturday night after the golf, I'm heading to our pals Jordan Diab's house. Gonna go stay with him for the night. And then we are going to Complex Con in the morning. So I'm pretty hyped about that. And I'm actually thinking about vlogging the whole thing and putting out a YouTube video for it.
I would love to see that.
I think we need to do it. I actually just got a new lens today that I'm very excited about. Okay. So currently, the current lens setup, we got the 70-200 f4 macro regular lens. We have the 24-70 that I never use, but it's like a really good versatile. The 16-35 is basically glued to my camera. It's wide enough, but then it's also close enough where it's 35 millimeter. And I used to have a 14 millimeter. And I just figured that wasn't wide enough. So I sold it, and I was kind of waiting for something wider to come out. Now, the problem when you get really wide with lenses, you can't get all the features that you have of regular lenses. So autofocus is something that they don't really include with like fisheye lenses. Like it's just not something you get. And that's kind of like the whole point of like using a Sony camera is the autofocus is really good. Yeah. Another thing is vignetting. So like a fisheye lens, like there's a black border around the thing because you only can go so wide with it. So that was another big thing. And then just getting super wide while also having a low aperture. So this is like super technical, like camera jargon, but
the cool stuff.
Sedlam posted a video about a pretty sweet lens that I have been wanting to get my hands on. It's been out of stock for months and months and months. And I just was on B&H yesterday and it was in stock. And there was a free overnighting, so it actually is already here. Oh, and here you go, the new 10 millimeter 2.8.
That's clean.
That's a full frame lens. That's the other part that I forgot to mention is most of them are APS-C sensors. This is a full frame 10 millimeter, no vignetting, autofocus. I tried it out for one test clip. It's nuts, absolutely ridiculous. So I'm pretty hyped about that. So I think I'm going to bring that and then the 16-35, and I'm thinking about vlogging the whole thing. So I don't know. We'll have some fun. We'll see what happens.
I would love to see it. You need to vlog. Just do it.
I'm going to Google. I think you can film at Complex Con, right?
I would assume with the amount of like content creators that are there.
Complex Con about. Let's see.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Complex Con vlog. Well, no, yeah, because who someone was there last year, like making videos and interviewing people. Oh, My First Kicks podcast.
Okay. Can
Homer
I
was there.
take pictures? Yes, for the most part, you're welcome to take pictures and videos at ComplexCon. Note that recording, including live streaming apps and flash photography, are not included in the panels, performances, concerts, or screenings.
Oh, that's
Makes
fine.
sense. Guests have the right to privacy, blah, blah, blah. We reserve the right to deny. Okay. So I'm gonna have to email them. They actually sent me I reached out to them and they got me a ticket. So shout out ComplexCon for the Sunday ticket. Yeah. So I'm gonna email them and just see if I can film it. I'm assuming like booths and stuff. I was talking to Vandy the Pink. We both got pretty cool pair, and I'm gonna knock them on Sunday and go see the booth and stuff. So I'm excited to kind of chit chat with them. But I want to like film their booth and like kind of just do like a whole overview of ComplexCon because I've never been. I've always been very curious how different it is from all the sneaker cons I've been to. I've been to a bunch of those, and they're very buy and sell focused, not with the intent of like pop-up booths and like activation booths, where ComplexCon is basically all activation booths, is what Jordan told me, because that's how I met him initially. Was I saw that he made the shoes for Happy Life Wood when they had their booth at ComplexCon like 2 or 3 years ago. So he said it's going to be fun. So I'm assuming it's going to be fun. So I'm excited.
Oh, you'll have a blast. Just honestly, just record everything. That's it.
It's kind of what I want to do.
Yeah. Piece it together, see what there is. Like it'll be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. But
yeah, I mean, I'm just the long form deal is something now that I'm kind of doing it for Blazendary. I'm just like, oh well, it's kind of opening up a different perspective on content and just what can be content and what I want my content to be. I mean, I've been doing it for 4 years now, and it's like, how can we branch this out a little bit? So
for sure,
combination of the new lens, the film, and other stuff, and I'm like, wow, I got some ideas. So I think I'm just gonna do it.
Especially since you're doing it basically full time for him now. Like now you just have a deeper understanding of the whole process, and I think it's you might as well. That's the next step.
Well, plus it's like I was talking to my wife about this too, and she's like, honestly, like 23-year-old life, your life's pretty interesting. Like you're going to New York once, twice a month, like doing a bunch of stuff there, like doing social media for yourself, doing it for him, doing it, like reviewing all these cool shoes. We're doing stuff. We're doing the podcast. We're Complex Con. There's just different sneaker cons. Like there's a bunch of different stuff going on. So I don't know. Try it out. See what happens.
You're doing the most. You got time. Just have fun with it, dude.
Yeah. So that's kind of exciting. And then on the shoe front, question. So did you get your Jounds in yet?
I did. Yeah.
Is it a sample pair?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Mine isn't either. I was curious.
I didn't even check. I didn't think it was, but I think it was only those like 3. Yeah, no. But they're sick.
These are the ones that I hit on the podcast.
Yeah. Let's go.
I don't think I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to lie. They're kind of, besides the carbon fiber and the blue accents, they're pretty boring.
It's hard to wear. I don't know if you've tried to style it. I shot some on-foot footage of him last night or the night before, and finding a pair of pants that looks good with them. I mean, I just wore like all black pants and they looked fine, but the toe box just looks really weird on foot. But I do think they're cool. But it's one of those, yeah, I had the same thought. I was like, I want to keep them, but
I like the 2160 model. I like it. I just, the black and the silver, it's like, I don't know if they inverted it. It was majority silver. And like, I know this is kind of a sample pair, whatever their prototype pair, but yeah, if anyone's a size 11 and wants for their feet, hit me up.
But yeah, they're I think they said it was their collector's edition version of it. But
yep.
Yeah.
Other pickups, I got the new Nike General shoe.
Yeah, I saw those.
All black. What'd you think of them?
They weren't terrible. It was very obvious that it was sort of a rip of the general purpose shoe. The
It's
midsole
the
was like,
exact same thing. It's the
yeah,
exact same.
but like the midsole is pretty stiff, I felt like, or it was like a weird rubber.
On it now that I'm feeling it, I've not felt them really at all. It's
Yeah.
definitely softer than the general purpose
Yeah.
midsole. It is like a weird rubber. The traction's actually really deep, which I was
Mhm.
not expecting. So these are going to be good in the winter.
For
Cool colorway, some 3M hits. We got the green accents. I'm not typically an all black shoe person, but I figured they look clean and it was the coolest colorway of them. So
mm.
yeah, I don't know, kind of interesting on
They're
those.
not
I mean, a
bad.
good deal for $100.
Exactly. I almost picked up a pair when I was there, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
And then I got these pretty interested. The
Oh,
Vomiros,
nice,
half and
nice.
half.
It's a cool colorway.
Definitely interesting. Definitely like an off-roading, hiking type vibe. It's got the ACG type laces with the pull string,
Yeah.
blue inside.
That
I
outsole
don't
is
know.
unique too, like the traction
Also
pattern.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely pretty wide extending off the back. It's if you look down at it. So
Top downs.
yeah. The Vomiro splits, not bad. And then
I feel like for where you are, you could get a lot of use out of those if you
I
want
think so
to,
too. I'm just not a Vomiro guy.
I know. I
You know,
finally got rid of my pair the other day. Wore them into the
did
ground.
you?
I was like, yeah. Just dropped off a few beach shoes at Plato's Closet this past week. I was like,
Really?
get rid of them.
Haven't heard of that one in the sneaker world.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you go to Plato's Closet, like that's where Seth Fowler, Harrison Neville shoot a lot of their videos finding sneakers and just walking around in
Interesting.
there. There were a lot, but I mean, it's all worn, used,
Mhm.
pretty beat stuff. And typically, if I wear a sneaker for, those I wore for a few months straight, pretty much, I was like, cool.
Yeah, they're pretty beat. You're not gonna get, especially in the market we're in. There's not like resale prices on really beat shoes anymore.
Yeah. And trying to sell that stuff, I'm like, I don't really care if I can get rid of it quick.
Mhm.
Sure.
Another pickup represents Storm Runners.
Crazy.
What are your thoughts on these?
I don't mind it. That midsole is very interesting. Is it like stiffer or is it like actually pretty plush?
It's actually pretty soft. This is the
Yeah.
first time I'm kind of down with it, but it's
I
pretty
don't mind
soft.
that. Little too
It's
bulky heel for me, but the overlay is
yeah,
very,
definitely got a kind of cheap material feel, like a cheaper GR ASIC.
yeah,
Um,
that's kind of what I was thinking.
they're pretty enticing though. Like this is a cool shoe. Like
Yeah. I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
on foot that would look really good. Color's nice too. That like beige cream.
Cargo,
I
yeah.
like that.
Dude, I gotta get some better pants. I don't have any pants for the winter or for like styling shoes at all.
Really, dude, you got to go. Honestly, like Abercrombie has some good ones, and then a lot of mine I've
Okay.
been getting from Urban Outfitters, just their like BDG brand in-house.
Hmm.
Like I think I get them for anywhere from 80 to 60 to $40, especially on their clearance rack. Some good stuff. That's where
That
I
sounds
get my
bad.
got
Not
my
bad.
pants that I get a comment about every single video. Where did you
Need a
get?
link to those.
Yeah, dude. And I'm like, they don't. I just got them on the clearance rack, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm a cheap clothing guy. I don't
Same.
90% of the stuff I get is like PR stuff. So
I'm the
I'm
exact same.
wearing a free wear t-shirt that I've had for 6 months. If not,
Mhm.
I think this might be one that I've had for a couple of years now. So I mean that's the fits.
I have the same
Free
problem.
hack club hat.
I'm like looking in my closet. Majority of the stuff I wear is all like gifted for brand deals and whatnot. The only thing I really buy is pants, and I get them on the clearance rack. So it's like I don't know.
I'll have to go hunting.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the fun part of shopping for me is just finding the good deals because you never know what's
Oh
out.
yeah, 100%.
But
But
it's
yeah,
cool.
that's been my week. I just kind of bantered for a bit. Let's see. You got any new pickups? You got anything you want to dump on the audience here?
A lot of new pickups. This week has been honestly like really, really slammed. I've been working, let's see, the last 2 days on this one brand deal that I have to send off tomorrow morning. Really just
Okay.
trying to get as much stuff done before I start the new job. I have my kickoff call
Mhm.
on Thursday. I know I talked about it a little bit last week, but now I am a full-time content creator for Check Check. They have no one that
Sure.
their social media, and they also don't have a TikTok. So I'm like, what are you doing? I don't
Mm.
think they have a TikTok or a LinkedIn. So helping them build both of those platforms up, record some more news focused videos for their page every week, maybe like 2 videos a week, nothing too crazy. Kind of going over like, here's the top 3 sneakers that you need to like keep an eye out for this week. And then just like what Complex has essentially been doing with like Brennan Dunn, Matt Welty, sort of give a little
Mhm.
history lesson or rundown, or like what Beam has been doing. So something they've been looking for on their page for a while. And they have been trying to
Mhm.
get me to do something with them for honestly the past like 6 months. And this is what we landed on. So excited for it.
I'm
But
excited for you to get started.
yeah, dude, I'm really looking forward to it. But currently, there's a lot of projects that I'm trying to tie everything up on before I start. So
Mhm.
pretty much
Yeah,
got it.
Black Friday and holiday season. I've never had last 3 years of doing social media. I just have never gotten looped in on those,
Yeah.
and now it's like
Hey.
this year I'm getting looped in on those. So
Mm-hmm. And even after,
good problem to have.
it's insane. It's like it wasn't what I was expecting because same, this is the first, I guess, holiday season that I've been in a position where brands would want to work with me. And I am
Mhm.
absolutely, I don't want to say overwhelmed. It is very overwhelming, but it's also like, oh my God, like it's finally happening. Like this is so cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Even after I send off these videos tomorrow, there's still 3 other brand deals I'm working on. And I'm like, okay, it's good now. I hope it lasts for like, the rest of the year, but we'll see what happens, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's been super exciting. What else has been going
Pickup.
on?
What'd you get?
Oh, before I get into the pickups, Adidas Fear of God Athletics. That was a
Oh
crazy
yeah. What was that?
dude. It was so cool. I love everyone just that I know on the Adidas team, on the Pitch Blend team. All my
Mhm.
buddies were there, so it was super exciting. The second I walk in the door, I'm like, like what's up, everyone? It's like just a big old fun family reunion. I didn't really know what to expect when I got there. When I pulled up, the doors weren't even open yet, so a lot of people were waiting out front. Harrison Neville was there, Blake Yarbrough was there, KO from ATATF, a few other people in, I guess, the fashion sneaker space in Atlanta that I don't know personally. So just
Yep.
chatting a little bit with them out front. I felt really bad because apparently just my connection at Adidas, Miles, shout out to him, he was
Mhm.
able to pull some strings and get me a pair of the Fear of God 2 basketballs. And
Ooh.
KO and Harrison and everyone else didn't get a pair. So KO on Instagram right after that was like, man, Adidas ain't even giving like the tastemakers in Atlanta a pair of their new shoes. Like, what is going on? And you're good.
UPS man just showed up. Keep bantering.
The dogs are going crazy. But yeah, he was less than pleased about that. And I felt bad because I was like, at the end of the event, you're pretty much just picking up your goodie bags and I think everyone else got a Fear of God Athletics hoodie in this like bright blue colorway. And, it's not the color that I would have necessarily gone for, but yeah, he was, he was less than pleased, but I got a pair, which is awesome. And I got to meet and take a photo with Jerry Lorenzo, which was
The
amazing.
man himself.
Dude, it was so, part of that was really embarrassing, not because meeting Jerry, but also I had no idea what to say. You're just like,
Mhm.
hey, Jerry, nice, love what you're doing. Take photo, cool, bye. But before we took the photo, there was like sort of a line of people forming around Jerry to talk to him, take a photo. And I
Mm,
wasn't really in the line. I was just sort of standing there in the back watching everyone do their thing. And my buddy JR, who works with Adidas, I don't even know what his position is. I wish I could shout it out, but he's doing great things over there. He walks up beside me and he's like, "You want a photo with Jerry?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, of course. Who doesn't?" And he was like, "All right." And he like just grabs me, pushes me to the front of the line, and he's like, "Oh, Jerry, this is Seth. Can you get a photo with him?" I was like, "Oh my God, this is so like weird." We took the photo, and the next person in line was like Harrison and Blake. And I was like, dang, I literally just like cut Harrison in line.
I mean, it wasn't your fault though. I
It
mean,
wasn't. I was just like, dude, that felt like such a flex for no reason. I was like, this is weird. But yeah, the event was really cool. Got to meet the Fear of God Athletics team. They're all such dope dudes, dude, because they now have their own OTE team, overtime.
mm-hmm.
That's what it's called. They played the next night. I didn't have time to go watch them because I was busy making videos, but they crushed it.
That would have been fun to do.
And yeah, dude, this is the new shoe. I They look way better on other people. I don't think they look very good on me because it has this like very, I don't know, like bulges out at the top, which is weird,
Mm-hmm.
but traction is sick. There's actually this foam that comes out on the inner side of the shoe, which the first pair did
Mm,
not. Gives it room to
yep.
actually breathe and wear. Overall, it's so light compared to the other ones. Heel's weird. It's all right. Like the branding is kind of cool, mismatched.
Mhm.
Materials, I don't know. It's like this felt that covers the shoe. So it's not like this crazy premium suede. It's this nice soft felt with this weird brown net under it. But it's an interesting one. I feel like the retail price is going to be like much lower than the other ones because the other ones were like what,
Really?
250, 3, I don't know, they were like 250 or 300.
250. Mm-hmm.
When I feel this shoe, it does not feel like 250. It feels like maximum 200.
I don't see anything cheaper than 180, honestly.
I know. And it's hard because that's like their whole brand is like premium products and everything. But
Premium. Yeah.
yeah, it does not feel like a very premium shoe from my experience. I haven't wore them yet, and I still have to wait to do a proper review because there is an embargo, but there's not an embargo, which is weird.
Mm,
When I picked up the pair, I asked Miles, I was like, can I do a review? He's like,
yeah.
let me check. I have no idea. He was like, so you can't do a traditional review, but you can like take photos here, sort of show them here and there, but no like
Okay.
promotional photos like you typically do or like videos. So I'm like,
Yep.
lame, but it's a cool shoe. And I know a lot of people online are kind of like, bleh. But then there's a lot of comments that are very positive. So it's weird. But seeing them on everyone else's foot, they look great. On mine, it's okay. Also, the box, dude. Like, they don't.
Crazy box per usual. Fear of
No,
God.
it's not. It's like literally cardboard box with like just, it's not raised up like the other one was. So it's very like GR feeling. I don't want to say it's cheap because it is still
That's a good thing because then that's going to push it in the direction of cheaper if it's
exactly.
not as premium as that last box.
Exactly. And there's no like crazy dust bag situation. It's just paper.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Those get a little ridiculous sometimes. I like them.
Yeah,
I do like them, but it's like if we can take those out and we save $20, like I see, obviously we should do that.
exactly. And that was the first indicator because I picked up the box and immediately I was like, oh, this is a more budget friendly basketball shoe from Fear of God. Because the last one, very premium feel. It felt like you were buying an expensive shoe. This one still feels premium, but it's not the craziest thing in the world. So I'm excited to see what the retail price is. where everything takes off. I know it's like beginning of December, I think they release. So we'll see. Also, went and got Nobu with the Adidas team afterwards, which was amazing. It was my first time at Nobu.
I saw that.
Too good, bro. Oh my God. It
Is it
was
good?
ridiculous. Anna was very upset because, of course, she was nannying that night on vacation with the family. And I was like, they texted me at like 7 p.m. and they're like, yo, we're going to Nobu at like 8:30 if you want to meet us. And I was like, ah, yeah, I'm doing that. And Anna was like, that's not fair. That is not fair. I want to go to Nobu. I'm like, yeah, it's very cheese, very cheese. We'll see what other pairs. Randomly, not my size. Two of the sneakers I got this week, not my size.
What size are they?
7.5, dude.
That's bizarre. Who are they from? Adidas?
JD Sports. If you're
Oh.
listening, it's the Adidas AE1 low in the. Do you know what
Iron
color it is?
sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron. It's got this like iridescent sort of TPU overlay with orange accents. It's a cool pair. They DM'd me like 2 weeks ago and they were like, hey, we have wanted to reach out for like an Adidas campaign that's coming around. Would love to send you a pair of the shoes, the new AE1s, and you do a review like the last time. I'm like, cool. Didn't hear a thing. And then like 2 weeks later, these showed up. And I was like, oh, I guess these are from JD Sports. And I reached out and I was like, yeah, these are a 7.5. And they're like, yeah, that's the only size we had available. I'm like, okay, thank you. Very cool. Very excited for that. Didn't talk about these last week because they showed up right after. 100 Thieves, Adidas, Palos Hill. Quality. Quality,
Gas.
bro. Like,
Gas.
this toe box is so cool. No mud guard, no nothing. Very straightforward. Tons of cool details. Crazy thing about these, I did the review. 100 Thieves Apparel reposted the video just on their story. So I DM'd them with a handshake and I was like, appreciate it. And they were like, yo, what would you think? Would you want us to send you some of our one of 50 like special friends and family pairs? And I was like, yeah. I don't know what they look like. Anything. So apparently they're sending me their friends and family. And I was like,
Well, what the hell? I'm very jealous.
that's so cool. We'll see how they look. But yeah, no, I was freaking stoked about that because that is never
That's
happened.
awesome.
But yeah, those are dope. We won't show the Vandies yet because I think we still have to wait.
You can show them. I was going to let you show them. We have permission to post them on our story. This is not a full review. There's images out there and stuff like that. And I will be rocking mine Sunday. So we are like two of the only creators getting these in. So this is a pretty cool deal. The Vandy, the pink Solomons on the Speed Cross 3. I just filmed my review yesterday for the 18th to go live, but pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. This is one of those that the second I pulled them out, I was like, I don't know how I would wear these, but they're pretty
sick. The red bottoms too.
I was surprised. I showed them to Anna and she was like, I love those. Can I have a pair? And I was like, really? Doesn't strike me as a shoe that you'd be into, but she was very into it. Nice little Vanny the pink on the tongue inside. Very cool. Very cool. I'm excited for those. And then this too, the little like camping spork with Vandy the pink on it. I like that. I'm going to use
I
this
saw that.
for sure. And like, I'm definitely going to use these for camping. So very excited about those. Then these for a brand deal. Not bad. Another shoe that they sent in the wrong size.
What size did you get those in?
8.5. And I'm like,
there you go.
Guys,
I have an idea that let me just bring up because maybe you want to get involved with it. I have too many shoes. I know you have too many shoes. I'm thinking about doing a little giveaway for Christmas, like a 12 days of giveaways or something like that.
I like that.
For pairs that I don't want to sell and make money on, but they were gifted and I just don't have room for them anymore. And so I'm kind of thinking like I have some no two ways pairs that I just have so many pairs of them that it'd be fun to get them in somebody's hands that's actually going to wear them. So
Yeah.
maybe we make it a podcast thing. I don't know.
I like that idea. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be sending me my actual size in these. Maybe if they do, I think that would be a really good one to gift. Yeah, dude, I have so
Yeah,
much
because I
stuff.
mean, there's like just random pairs, like all these. I just got 5 pairs of Anta Kaizen. It's like or Anta shoes, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm not going to be hooping in all of them, but I know somebody would play hoops in them. So it's like instead of sell them for $100, and it's like, like just
Let's
give
do
them somebody that's going to wear them. So that was kind of something that I've been workshopping. Maybe we turn it into a podcast thing.
let's do it. I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Bingo, bingo. Let me
there you go.
see if there was anything else. I think that was mainly it. I got to tell you after the podcast of this crazy email I got that blew my mind. But
Okay.
outside of that, let's get into some of this news maybe.
Yeah, let's get into it. There's a lot. I'm going to start it off with one that was not on the list. I just added these to the list. One that I'm super, super hyped about.
Okay.
The Kids of Immigrants Nike Sunders.
I haven't seen the outsole on these yet. Those are actually really
These
cool.
are super sick. These are like, what's the movie with the Notebook guy, but it's like futuristic, like 2047 or something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
We talked about this once on the
I
podcast.
know this is like a running joke. I can never remember the name of it.
Yeah. I'm going to say Tron, but it's giving.
I was going to say Tron too. And then I was thinking, let me see it. And then I was thinking of that movie,
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Yep. Blade Runner, Tron, very futuristic, like 80s video game machines, but like also super futuristic. This purple pair is so sick, dude. This is like, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the better shoes of the year. I gotta get them in hand because these are so sick. Like it's one of those that
I like these.
all black outfit, rock these in the
Mm.
winter. They seem like they would be super warm with that outside, like sick outsole.
True.
I need a pair of these bad.
That's so funny. Like if you would have asked me if this is a shoe that you would like, I would probably say no. So that's fascinating.
I think my interests are changing a little bit.
Good.
They weren't bad, but it's funny because the stuff I wear every day is not super interesting. Like 85 highs, 85 lows.
Yeah.
House Studios, I still rock those. The Minted New Yorks. Those Salmons are going to definitely be in the rotation. My Vandy the Pink Clarks, like just my Haven shop Clarks. I wore those today when I ran out to ship packages out. Like just random stuff that goes with random basic outfits that I have. But I think there's going to be a little overhaul in what I wear because I want to get some different clothes, kind of switch it up a little bit. Like
Yeah.
we got that was something I didn't mention. I got some fun hats coming out soon. The announcement's going to be on Monday. So everyone stay tuned for that. And then they are dropping next Friday. So you will have them in hand. It is the last drop of the year. It's the last drop for the foreseeable future. They're the best hats I've ever done. They have some crazy details on them. They have some hidden pockets. They may glow in the dark a little bit. So stay tuned for that.
Let's go.
But they're like the hats are crazy. Like these are crazy. Like I don't know. Like I want to start rocking different shoes. Like I have all these Pokemon Clarks that I got from like a year and a half ago that are crazy colors, but I like toss a pair of Charmanders on. I feel like would be pretty baller. So like these Kids of Immigrants Sunders, like I need this purple pair badly.
You're in your loud boy era. I like it.
Maybe.
Why not? Switch it up.
So, yeah. So those I'm hyped about. This was also an unexpected one. Brand new Air Max model, the Air Max DN8, dropping in Air Max month 2025.
Oh, that's a ways away. I thought those were dropping like soon.
No. So this is the DN is the dynamic air. It's got the 2 or 3 air bubbles on the back. They basically just put those air bubbles everywhere. So it's now just full length, the new air bubble chambers, and then it's got like a KD17 style upper with just kind of blades going up it. Red colorway, pretty basic. Materials look pretty subpar. I'm not gonna lie, like just nothing special, but it's a new Air Max.
Do, if they didn't have the air bubbles and it was just a plain black midsole, I think these would look 10 times better, in my opinion. But the upper looks so good. They really remind me of like the Yeezy
Yeah.
700 MNVNs, where it's that full, like, whatever that material is on the upper, especially with the toe box, heel,
Mm-hmm.
and those little overlays. Very, very similar. But even with the air bubbles, I think it'd be fun to wear these.
I think this is the same problem I had with the Air Max DNs. It took like 10 colorways for me to find one that I like. And I have the gray ones in. Like, I like
Yep.
that. It's a light color. Like, can't see some of the glue lines on them. Like, we can see white specks of material on these promo images. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is like amateur hour. Like, I'm not going to rip this to shreds, but like, the
Yeah.
shoes don't look very good. Like, I get if it's a speckled outsole because it's recycled, but why are we having white specks on the upper? Like, these are the professional images of the launch. Like, they don't look appealing to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you gave these to the man who is unnamed, he would make them look way better, like in just a photo or crayon or
Yeah.
80 sneaks. Like, they would look a lot better than just the press images. So the materials look pretty subpar. Midsole, it's all right. I don't know. I feel like just the black midsole is not the route on these, and then the colorway is just not like anything special. So
Yeah. I'm
I'm not going to
eager
write them off like I
to
did the DNs because there's probably going to be some cool colorways.
yeah. I mean it's my style where it's like a more lower
Mhm.
profile, nothing it's not like a bulky shoe. It looks like a low profile runner. I love that. So we'll see. Some different colorways, do something different with the upper paneling,
Yep.
feel like it'd look cool.
Yeah.
Curious though,
Oh, there you go. New Air Max.
But next year, damn. Oh, March. That's not too far
Yeah.
away.
It's kind of far away, which is kind of a bummer, but
Yeah. Uh, these are all right. Nike SB Dunk Low, Vertigo Mountains. This is a sample ahead of the fall 2025 release, which is even longer, even a
yeah, it's so
longer
far
wait.
away.
These are okay. I don't really mind these, but literally I saw these promo images or these leaks. Immediately I was like, dude, dunks don't do anything for me at all anymore.
This is just not a very good colorway. Like, this is not worthy of a year out leak.
No. But like
Uh,
mm,
yeah, it's the mint upper with a gray swoosh with the black under swoosh, so it's like outlined, and then you have a
yeah.
gum midsole with a black outsole, and it's just like
It's not
something's not really working.
it's not a
Orange on the
bad
back, you have cool hits under the tongue, but
yeah, like I don't mind it, but dude, I feel like we have seen every color under the sun of the dunk, of the
yeah,
SB dunk. And now it's just whatever, man. I
there's always more you can do with them. It's just it takes somebody special to do it. Like the Futuras and the Born and Raised are the most recent, and the Heritos, like those are the most recent that I felt like were mixed up enough that were also
yeah,
special, but also simple enough where you can wear them in like a perfect combo of everything. Where this is just, it looks like the GR you would see the guy at Walmart wearing and be like, oh, like these are all beat up. Like,
yeah.
he's wearing SB Dunks. Like, that's kind of cool. Like,
That's a
but
good
they're like cooked and it's like a weird colorway. And that's what these are, in my opinion.
that, yeah. I mean, honestly, I could see it, but I was just thinking back to earlier episodes. I think probably earlier this year when we were talking about what dunks were releasing throughout 2024, and we have still seen not much that has stood the test of time. Aside from
Futuras, is
Churras,
that it?
I mean, what else is there? Pull up Goat, and then let's just see what's 2024 SB Dunks. Because I know they've done like some solid, like, what is it, orange label, like in-house skate line shoes that are pretty basic that I would wear. But as far as like the general public getting really hyped, nothing stood out to me. Verdi, I guess.
There it is. Their skateboards not very enticing. The Alexis Gablone,
Those were
can never
cool.
say that. I
Yeah.
like those. I have a pair of those. Is this it?
Yeah. I don't think any one of
Is this all
these
that's dropped this year?
competes with like the top 3 or 5 from the year prior.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, let's go to 2023. Yeah, Doritos. We got the Fly Streetwears. We had the Power Puffs. We had the Supremes. We had the April skateboards. We had the Crenshaws banger. We had the Doritos banger. Run the Jewels. Born and Raised.
Supreme.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, man.
2022, we didn't have a ton that I remember. eBay's.
I thought 2022.
Orange Lobsters, I guess. We had the baseball pack with the green apples, the fruity pack with the neck face, Homer Simpsons. Yeah, I mean, this year's been pretty slow. So,
yeah, I'm over
SP's
it.
coming next year, fall, I guess. So,
I'm over it. But I was also never really into it. So, what do I know?
yeah. I'm on here. Jordan 3 Diffused Blue. We just got our first looks at them. Pretty boring. Pretty boring.
I like them. I like them a lot, actually.
I figured you would. Anything I like or don't like, you like.
I know.
And vice
It's
versa.
just basic. I like it. Nice shade of blue.
It's very basic. I saw Complex talking about it. I don't know where they were talking about it, maybe a clip or something, but they were just talking about how Amamanier seems played out at the moment.
Yeah. I agree.
And I'll get to see, I won't get to see it because it's Saturday, the Complex Con sneakers panel.
Damn.
Won't get to see it because that's Saturday. Bummer.
That is a bummer.
Never mind. Yeah, these Amamaniers, these are a pass for me. There has not been an Amamanier since the original 3s that have dropped that I'm like, no, since the 5s, the black 5s. I have a pair of those. Since those, that has been like, I need to pick these up. So,
yeah, honestly, the black 5 and the original 3s. That's about it, dude.
Yeah. And the only reason I like the black 5s is because it's like a very similar metallic 5, but it's doesn't have the big puffy part up top. Exactly. And then the netting's really cool in them. So it's like similar to the metallic 5s, but not. So when the metallic 5s drop, I'm going to get a pair of those and then probably not wear the Amamaniers for a while. But yeah, if you're an Amamanier fan and you're collecting all of them, then you got some Jordan 3s coming out in spring of 25. So another early leak.
Bingo.
Lil Yachty in the news. He hasn't been in the news in a while.
Meh. Concrete Boys Air
Force One. These just kind of popped up.
Yeah. Yeah. People were talking a lot because they had the Friends and Family pair that has like the different logo on the back heel. I think like the left heel says something Friends and Family oriented. But I don't know, dude.
They're also boring. I like they're boring, but it's also like one of these that's like 20 years from now.
It's going
to be one of those really collectible Air Forces.
Yeah. But I mean, according to him in the video he posted on, I think his Instagram, he said the leather was great, which I mean, take that with a grain of salt.
It does look better than regular Air Force leather.
Yeah. And I'm sure it is, but I mean, the logo's cool. I'm just,
they're simple.
It is one of those shoes that I feel like in 5, 10, 20 years, it's like, oh.
Depending on how limited they are. But if they are limited, then yes.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they're not bad. Nothing to get super excited about from me.
Yeah. Unless you're an Air Force One head, which, not me. Oh. Leahy. What do you think about these?
I wish I never bought a pair of these.
Yeah.
The Junipers,
Uh,
it ruined it for me.
that
New
sucks.
Juniper colorway, the Taro, Taro.
Yeah.
It's blue, purple, orange, yellow, or green, lighter purple. Basically a hodgepodge. Think of like Action Bronson on a
Mm,
Crocs Juniper.
true.
Yeah, I have. You could see the pair right here. They're so big feeling. You know what ruined them for me?
What's up?
Not the fact that they were so big, but the fact that I knew that they were so big before I got my parents. So at SneakerCon New York, I saw a guy wearing them while I was waiting in line, get a burger for lunch, and I saw a guy walk by with them. And they did not look good on foot. They looked even crazier than like a foam posit. Like they just looked so bad. And at that moment, I was like, damn, that just ruined it for me. And then I got my pair in and I was like, damn, these are really heavy. And then it was just downhill from there. So I have not worn them once. Like it's a really cool pair to look at, but
That's so unfortunate.
it's a bummer because I remember at the beginning of the year, I was like, this is the shoe of the summer. Like this could be sneaker of the year. Like we were talking about it. And then the first release was so bad. And then the second release prices are like $100 because they released so many. And then you get them in and it's like, this is not even really wearable. So
Because they're really like wide, right? At least the midsole is.
yes, the solution to it is cut the outsole off the sides, make it slim.
Yeah.
Like you would lose a ton of weight. It would not come all like it looks really cool and it comes all the way up the side like that, but it's
Yeah.
so heavy and they're so wide. Like if you got rid of that and you made it look like a regular midsole, I feel like these would be a ton better, which I don't see them ever doing, but that's my solution. Come out with a slim model of these.
It's just weird because, like, looking at it from that side profile, it looks fairly slim. Like, it doesn't look crazy, crazy bulky, but you know,
They're bulky.
in that photo, they definitely do look a little bulkier. Oh,
These photos look CGI. They don't even look real. What is this?
I was thinking the same thing because I saw them on Instagram. They all look very photoshopped, but
This is so Photoshop. Look at the shadows, bro. There is like, what are we talking about?
I think it's the
I bet this guy wasn't even wearing them.
that's funny.
He's got 3 arms. No wonder why. Yeah, these are definitely Photoshop. He's got 3 arms.
Hmm.
The shoes are the one thing you didn't need a Photoshop.
Valid.
Huh.
But that's such a bummer because I was actually really excited for those, and now I'm like, they took.
Yeah, I know you don't like bulky shoes, and these are very bulky. So
Yeah, it'd be like wearing bricks.
mm-hmm.
Not for me.
All right, mix it up, Seth. Sleeper of the week. We're back on track here after the guests. Also, if you like the guests, leave us a comment. We got some more guests planned.
Yes, sir.
So if you like that, I liked it.
Had fun.
The one thing I saw was people were talking about the vulgar language. The one thing I'm going to talk about that is the iced coffee hour does it a certain way that I like they do it is we don't necessarily swear on the podcast, but if you basically take somebody and they swear a bunch, we'll do a heads up in the next episodes. But it will change their speaking and mindset if they have to like constantly think about changing their own language, and we just want them to be themselves during the interview and see how they are as a person. So that's our note on that. If there is swearing, we'll do a heads up next time. But I thought it was a really fun episode. We got a lot of really good feedback about that. John Carl's principal actually reposted the clip of him. So
that was crazy. Good note on the language though. I like that.
yeah. I mean, Seth and I swear not on camera because we just don't feel like that's necessary at all. But I remember we're not over the top, but it's like we'll do that occasionally. But it's like if somebody is like so tuned into that, the iced coffee hour does. They're like, yeah, we want you to be yourself on the podcast and like just talk to us, like so people can really get to know you. So yeah, there you go. Sleeper of the week, Seth. What do we got?
New Balance 1000. I know I talked about these last week prior. I don't know. It was before I really wore them. Dude, these are incredible. After I did the on foot
You
shot
like them?
the other night, I didn't take them off for the rest of the night. I just wore them around the house. And I was like, dude,
It's a good
way
testament.
way softer on foot than I thought. And that like the top down view, it just looks good. It's not overly like big. I don't know. They just fit
Mhm.
amazing. Now I'm like very excited for the This Is Never That collaboration that comes out in I guess a month or a few.
Mm,
Very basic silver with a few red accents. Now I'm like, dude,
mhm.
that is a must have for me. So I'm really looking forward to wear these a lot more. And if you want a pair, they're pretty much everywhere. I haven't dropped the review yet. I don't think so, but I get at the end of the review, I say I got these at JD Sports. Literally, they had this, a dark gray, and a black, all sizes. So they should be pretty much everywhere. 150. Not terrible if you're looking for just a good
Plus, we got some pairs sitting on
New Balance. Yeah.
New Balance.
There's some cool colorways out there too. These aren't bad. White, gray, and then a white and green on the bottom. Like they're getting creative
That
with
one's
it.
almost sold out, but yeah,
Ah, that white and green kind of goes hard. I don't know if that one's for me, but
I like that gray one. Little red
yeah,
hint
those aren't
here,
bad.
blue and yellow. Yeah.
They're chill, dude. But it's just something different. It really does give me Air Max 95 vibes with just the, you know, whatever this is, leather strip that goes up through the laces. And it also has like a
Hmm.
dual lacing system where you can either lace it traditionally or it has the hoops, the little loopies. But cool shoe. Would highly recommend trying these out if you're on the fence. They look better on foot than they do in photos, I feel like.
There you go. There's your answer.
Yes, sir. But that's it for me.
This is another one I'm glad you tossed in here. I'm excited about these.
Oh, the Packers? Dude, because I don't know if you remember, maybe it was last year or the week prior. The original two colorways they did were like super limited. I don't know really if anybody got them. I know Andy has a pair that they sent him, but the Adidas, I think these are called the Intimidation Low. This midsole is what the Yeezy 500 was based on. And then
Yep.
slap that with a crazy, I don't even know how to describe it, upper.
Composite type
Yeah,
upper when you look down at it.
they're just so cool. Very unique colorways, very blue, gray, black based this time around. I know Andy even
Mhm.
made a post the other day on his story. He was like, I'm constantly trying to like, look through my collection, figure out what I need to, phase out so I can put new stuff in. And every
Mhm.
time I see this pair, like I just can't get rid of it. It's just so cool. So hopefully these aren't as limited and we can get our hands on them because I think they look so cool.
Yeah, the blue pair I really, really like.
Hmm. Oh, is that the original? Is that what that mock up is up top?
The 1999.
Yo, those look crazy though.
Yeah, those are pretty gnarly looking.
I kind of like those better. Like those are
I
dope.
don't. I mean, those are cool, but this blue pair is like
I agree.
feels like that completed. Like
Yeah,
it looks right.
I definitely agree. These look better. The newer pair does, but that first pair I've just never seen
This
it.
blue pair looks so comfortable too.
Yeah. And I've never had a pair of Yeezy 500s and I know a lot of people were saying like very very comfortable on foot. But
I haven't either, and I know that's like one of those that people really like.
yeah. So hopefully we can get these. Try them out. I'm curious. The brown tongue is sick too. Big fan.
Big fan for sure.
Mm.
Atmos A6 Gel Cano 14s,
Dude, these are so
all
cool.
colorways.
These are so cool. But they're only they're cool because they're literally the Jown Keanu 14s with my like plum pair, but they added the plum to like the little heel stripe. Super basic,
Mm,
but they glow in the dark. If they didn't glow in the dark, I think this would be one of my top sneakers this year, which is so dumb because it's so basic. I don't like glow in the dark
wait, are these
sneakers.
the same pair?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Isn't that cool? I think they're just
Bro, okay, so I did not know that. This
yeah.
clip it. Um, this is literally two shoes in one. I did not know that. I thought this was like a different colorway because it looks like there's two different colorways here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the speckling on the midsole is the part that's throwing me off because
Yeah.
on the I guess it's the same pair, but it's a white pair, cream, little plum, little gray, like super, super clean. And then the glow in the dark, it's like crazy looking.
Yeah. I love these.
I like these.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't like them because they glow in the dark?
I don't know. Like glow in the dark on sneakers just kind of like gimmicky to me.
I like it because you never see it unless it's always something that's like surprises me if I see it like at night when I wear my hats and then we'll go to bed and it's like the
That,
only thing glowing in the room. It's like, oh, like pretty cool. Like the hat glows in the dark. Like I forget about it. And so this is one that you'd forget about, and then you get in like the club or like
and you're like,
go to the
"Whoa,
bathroom when it's like you go in the bathroom with all the lights off and it's like it glows. You're like, oh, sick.
that is true. I would probably forget that they even glow. Yeah, like you said, most of the time.
Yeah, and then the non-glow colorway is like super clean.
I just think these are tight. It's a really good
I
color.
gotta get a pair of these. I like these a lot. What's retail like $400? Something crazy.
That's probably
170. Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty steep.
That's not bad. I
Drop tomorrow. So they dropped a couple days ago. So if you want a pair, they're probably sold out.
got to pull up the Atmos website. You know.
Yeah, I probably won't be getting them. I can't afford them.
It's $170, Charlie.
It's too expensive. Very cool. If anyone wants to give me a Christmas gift, I'll take it. But
Valid.
yeah, not something I'm not buying anything right now. I can't do it. Got too many shoes.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like if it's anything else, I'll buy it. But a pair of shoes,
Mm-hmm.
like, why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Jordan Flight Court. This is like a Christmas colorway.
I like these though. The green looks pretty good.
People like the clip we did talking about these. How it's
Yeah.
like
Good.
$115. It's people like them.
I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a good looking shoe.
I'm not a big fan of this colorway, but
I don't like
Christmas, if you like all green with some red accents, a little white and tan on the outsole. It looks very low, like super low top.
Yeah. The last pair that we looked at, I don't think looked this low, if that makes sense.
Which, yeah, it's worth getting in and check out.
Yeah, I would
They're not bad looking.
love to check them out. I just want the quality to be good. I'm a sucker for green suede. Those are cool. Not the worst.
This was one of the better shoes dropping this week on my weekly series. Bathing Ape Adidas.
Orchestro, dude. I've been waiting for them to bring this model back. So if you remember, this is the one that they did the Sean Weatherspoon collab like 2 or 3 years ago, where it was like pink, blue.
I have those for like a year and a half, and I never busted them out.
Yeah, I love those. This is like, I think, a different version of the model because it's like two different ones.
A little tuned up.
Yeah, the toe box looks a little different, but I think they did a good job. Like they looked very premium. I don't know if they are, but Bape
They look not bad.
Like I wouldn't wear Bape, but these look dope.
I'd rock with some Bape.
Yeah. Which colorway though?
I'd go. There's an all black and white, and there's a purple and maroon and white, and then there's green, yellow, and blue and white. I think I would go purple. I'd go purple. Ooh, I don't know if I'd ever wear them though, because they're really purpley.
Yeah. I kind of like that last pair with the yellow and blue. Very loud, but it's like it's just fun. Just a fun shoe. I feel like those are going to be big in Atlanta if they're like available,
It's the magic ticket if you can get your hands on them.
That's it. I feel like if I go to Lenox Mall, I'm going to see like 3 people wearing these, especially if Adidas at Lenox.
Don't currently know the retail price of them either. Could be close to $200. 160 to 200 roughly.
I feel like that makes sense.
I could see these being 180.
Yeah, safe. It's not like the craziest, not the
Mhm.
craziest price
Yeah.
point.
Vape. There you
Especially
go. If you're a vape fan.
Vape Boys.
Man, Adidas is just knocking it out of the park recently. We got another last one here. We got the Adidas Infinity Jalen Green.
Dude, these are top tier. There was a girl sitting next to me at the Adidas Fear of God event who worked for Adidas, and she was wearing these. And dude, on foot, they look incredible.
Yeah.
And she was showing them off because
That's
she was hyped that I knew what they were. Because she was sitting down and I was like, "Are those the new like whatever infinities?" And she was like, "Dude, check it out!" And like I touched the suede on the side, buttery, like
you touch
really,
random girl's shoes next to you. That's kind
yeah.
of weird.
She worked at Adidas. She was excited about them. I'm sure
When
she
you know you're a sneakerhead.
exactly. But very cool, very very cool on foot. The whole team was like actually really excited about those. So I was talking to.
They're interesting looking. I like the colorway, red and black. Can't miss there. There's also a couple of different models of them too. We have the Mad Infinity, very futuristic looking.
Yeah. I know we've seen,
Face is covered up by a little elastic part. It almost looks like
yeah, that's not bad. But the other two we've seen before though, especially the
Nova Infinities. Yeah, these I have the all cream pair that I cut the netting off. That now it looks really cool. But
I think they're cool.
yeah,
But
I
Night
like them.
with a Wear Testers just did a review today on those, and he was a big fan. So I'm excited to check them out soon.
Check that.
I
I'll have
need
to
a
check
pair.
that out.
But yeah, that's pretty much it today, dude. Nothing
There you go.
nothing too crazy. Keeping it light. Keeping it light. Should have a guest next week. We'll figure out scheduling. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date on that.
Yeah, next week we got what do we got? Looking at the calendar, couple videos. I'll be back Monday. So
Oh, nice. Easy.
basically a whole week. Wife's gone next weekend, play some Call of Duty.
Let's do it.
And then the following week, Thanksgiving, and then we're going to New York. So
Nice, dude. Booked
yeah,
up.
guess next week. Thank you for listening. Drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment.
Yes, sir. All right.
There
Catch
you
up
go.
next week.
Peace.
Peace.